Good day, everyone. My name is Jubel Antoria, and I will be reporting about the Section 5 of the Manual Professional Practice for Civil Engineers. And the title is Total Project Cost. In the total project cost, we will discuss five important principles that a civil engineer must know to understand the total project cost. First, we will discuss the 5.1 general. So, it says here, probable total cost is a major concern of the client throughout the planning and construction phases of a project. The probable total capital cost, often used to establish budget for a typical project, is made up. So we will discuss five principles in this topic or in this section. So it is important as a civil engineer is understand that budget and planning is very important, and we must know the total cost of the project. So, meron ditong five principles na para ma-understand natin kung paano natin mag-budget yung mga bagay na yan at ma-prepare, ma-establish yung mga report as a civil engineer pag meron na tayong mga projects. So, first natin i-discuss, one is professional engineering costs. Second, construction costs. Third, legal and land costs. Fourth, owner's costs, including projects, administration, staffing, financing, and other overhead. Fifth, contingency allowance for unknown. And next, now we will discuss what is professional engineering costs. It says here, a civil engineer is often engaged to make a study and to render planning reports for the contemplated project, including alternate solutions, layout, and location, along with the initial estimate of the probable project costs. This may involve alternate or phased implementation scheme which add flexibility to the project. So, meron ditong mga dapat natanda natin. Una, we must engage to make a study, to render planning reports, and contemplate the project. So, we must have a meeting or magkalaan ng meeting sa mga client at sa mga tauhan at planuhan ng mabuti or sabi dito, contemplated the project. So, ang contemplated project must include alternate solution, layout, or location. So, we will discuss what is the mga what or ano may mga solution na dapat gawin o yung layout, yung plan. At yung importante, yung location. At ma-estimate natin yung total project cost para ma-budget natin at maging flexibility ang flow ng project. Sa next paragraph, the study and report phase may include the cost for the field or traffic surveys, planning, analysis, and geotechnical exploration and analysis in addition to the direct engineering costs. So, sinabi dito, is kailangan natin ma-understand yung una is the cost for the field or traffic survey, the planning analysis, the third, geotechnical exploration, and analysis. So, these four aspects we must study and understand. Yeah. Next, third paragraph, the cost of coordination, evaluation, implementation, and compliance have increased correspondingly. The extent of this concern may not be identified during the study and report phase, sometimes not even after final plans and specifications have been prepared. As a result, the estimated probable total cost of the project based on the study report phase must be understood to be implementary in nature. So, minsan, pag meron tayong mga planning and estimation at gawa natin evaluation sa project, minsan hindi siya, 'di ba, or hindi siya perfect na pag-estimate natin. Minsan may mga sobra or minsan may mga kailangan idagdag tayo. Kaya importante na we must understand yung pinaka-basic, yung basic principles tulad ng properly estimate or planning and understand yung concern sa mga bagay about sa specification ng project. Kaya para maging prepared. Ayan. Next paragraph, because projects vary widely in nature and scope, studying a report phase is important because it implements determine the scope and development of the entire project and its ultimate capital and life cycle costs. At times, preliminary investigation becomes extensive and lengthy. Study and report phase costs as much or more than the final page design. So, sinabi dito na it's very important to study and report because kapag di natin na study ng maayos is minsan ma-fail yung ating project, di ba? Meron tayong estimated time, estimated budget. So, minsan ma-overcost tayo at tataas talaga yung time na nakalaan tayo sa project. So, dapat meron tayong estimated na time lang na matapos ito. Pero kapag hindi tayo nakapag-plan ng maayos at hindi na tignan yung mga ibang aspects, so, makakaroon ng mga problem. So, importante na i-understand natin yung nature at yung scope ng ating project. Next, we must discuss the construction costs. So, it says here, the study of and report phase of the project usually include a preliminary estimate of the construction costs for the contemplated project and for alternative project configuration. Such cost estimates are approximately since the final design drawing and specification had not yet been prepared. In addition, the timing of the construction work must be considered because inflation will affect the construction costs. So, as a civil engineer, we must understand this first paragraph. So, before I will uh, expound this, I will read the second paragraph. Construction cost is the estimated total cost of constructing the facility to be covered by the proposed detailed design or construction. Supervision service, including the fees and other costs may such services, the cost of land and right of way, the legal administrative expenses of agency. The estimate construction post must be approved by the client before the invitation to submit technically proposal is issued. So sa construction cost, we must understand yung six important aspect. So we must first sa picture yung material cost. So paggawa ng project, so importante na ma-estimate talaga natin yung material cost na gagamitin sa project para yung client natin is ma-understand niya kung ano ba yung mga kailangan bilhin at kung magkano ba yun. And next naman is yung equipment and machinery. So sa isang project, so hindi man tao lang yung gumagawa, so may mga equipment at mga machinery na gamitin. So we must estimate at we must plan and report kung magkano yung kailangang budget para sa mga equipment and machinery. Next, subcontractor. Next naman, labor cost. So, very important tong labor cost. So, ma-estimate natin kung ilan ba yung kailangang tao. Mga skilled worker or laborers or iba pang mga tao na kailangan at initial para sa project natin. Next, yung overhead costs at yung last special items. So, importante itong 6 aspect para ma-total estimate natin yung construction costs. Yan. Kasi kapag maka-problem tayo kunwari sa material cost is minsan na presenta sa client natin yung total budget kapag naka-problem, so nagkulang, so magka-problem tayo sa ating client. So importante na tama ating estimation. And yung labor cost din. So pag sobra yung mga tao na kuha natin is ma-overexpense din tayo sa labor cost. So dapat sakto lang at dapat sila ay skilled at sakto talaga sa trabaho na yun. Next, 5.4, legal, land, administration, staffing, and financial costs. These costs, which include audit, the cost, issued bonds, land costs, and interest for borrowed money during construction, are part of the probable total project costs and can best be estimated in cooperation with the clients because they are usually outside the knowledge and control of the civil engineer. So, sabi dito, it is important na mag-usap ang corporation at yung client at pag-usapan kung ano ba yung mga mangyayari tulad sa legal costs, sa land costs, administration, staffing, and financial costs. Ayan, so, sabi rin dito sa mga pictures na nasa screen natin, yung legal cost is importante in every project. So, kailangan may mga permit, bayad sa barangay, sa city, at sa iba pang mga kailangan na accordance sa ating government sa pagtayo ng mga project. At yung land cost. So, minsan naman kapag gumagawa ng project, mayroong mga private property na maapektuhan or mayroong mga kailangan i-develop or kailangan ayusin muna sa community na yon bago tayo ang project. So, may mga cost din siya. Ayan. Doon naman tayo sa administrative expenses. And so, sa loob ng ating company, may mga expenses yan. Sa travel expenses, may mga expenses sa mga other na mga offices sa atin, sa loob ng ating company. So, importante ma-discuss natin sa ating mga tauhan at sa ating client para ma-understand niya. At yung next naman is yung staffing costs. So, kapag masyadong malaki yung project natin, so importante na meron tayong mga staff para ma-manage at ma-balance yung ating project at ma-organize ito. So, importante na meron tayong estimate at meron tayong na plan, na budget para mga staffing. At staffing is very important. So, as a civil engineer, so tayo is a professional civil engineer and as a manager then. So, importante na ma-understand natin yung importance of staffing. And yung last is financial costs. So, every project is kailangan talaga natin sa civil engineer, ma-manage natin yung financial costs na hindi tayo ma-overexpense dahil malulugi yung ating company or tayo at maapektuhan yung ating client, ating project at ang name company natin at ang name din natin. Kaya importante na ma-understand at mapag-aralan natin yung mga bagay na ito, yung legal, land, administration, staffing, and financial costs. Ayan. Next, the last is the contingency allowance. As the project moves forward from the study and report phase through the financial design phase, and finally to the construction award, more becomes known about project detail and costs until the completion of the project and the final project cost because as known quantity. To provide tangible cost, contingency should routinely to be added The basic cost estimate is common practice to add 20% or more to be estimated probably total project cost at the completion of the study and report phase, reducing this perhaps 10% at the completion of the final design and perhaps to 5% when the construction bid become known. Larger or more complex may be required higher. Yan. So, it is important na ma-understand natin yung contingency allowance. So, as a project engineer or future project natin, we must understand na bago natin mabigay yung project natin sa ating client, we must estimate properly sa mga bagay na nagastos at mga expenses tulad sa mga nabasa natin kanina, yung professional cost, construction costs sa mga land, legal, and iba pang bagay or sa mga administrative financial costs na dapat maging tangible tayo sa mga cost na yun. At sabi niyo importante is yung mga percentage, di ba? 20%, yung 10%, at yung pag malapit na matapos is yung 5%. So, para hindi tayo maka-problem in the future. Kaya importante yung contingency. So, mababase nito kapag nag-meeting, diba? Or mag-meeting kayo or tayo as a manager and civil engineer and yung client. So, kung ano ba yung mga kailangan i-prioritize at yung future na mga budget and estimation para sa project. Ayan. So, maraming salamat guys. So, this is my topic and thank you. Oh.